Алло, Илона, добрый день.
Добрый день. У меня с линком были проблемы, я поэтому только что позвонила, и мне человек...
Да, я набирала вам, а мне набирал агент колл-центра, с которым мы связались. Все, я в курсе.
Окей.
How are you? How was your week? Are you comfortable speaking Russian? We can switch to English, whatever. It's up to you.
I'm comfortable speaking Russian, but I don't know. Sometimes it depends, like what, because like I'll start thinking in that language, So it just, I guess it depends what we're talking about, and like, yeah.
It's alright. So how was your week overall? Any specific topics that you would like to begin with today?
There might have been, and then I forgot because I was messing with my phone and it was taking a long time to restart again. No, nothing really out of what's been normal compared to what's been going on like these past like 5 years. No, nothing new has happened. Not much. I put my AC in and I got it in finally. So it's been kind of hot and stressful, so I've just been taking it easy.
Is everything working well so far with your new habits of buying foods from the Bay Ridge grocery stores? Is it something that you're still doing?
I have to go tomorrow to do it because we're like running low on stuff, and but I feel stupid sometimes doing it because I feel very manipulated into that because the people technically that are in the store right next to me, they sell the same product, or they could, because the boxes look the same to me. So either I'm like a crazy person, because I'm going to Bay Ridge to get the same food that's right here, or they're the assholes, they're putting shit in the food, so.
Okay, this concept, I hear it often, that you're referring to yourself, you wondering, you questioning if you're a crazy person.
No, I'm not questioning it. But you know what? The only people that never doubt themselves are crazy assholes. So what I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning the practicality of everything. Because it seems to me like I keep trying to conversate with people so I could get more humane treatment instead of having this let me work around this, which is basically what I've been doing, but I have to contain myself because in my journey with these people, I've come to understand that most of these people are assholes and a lot of them are criminals.
Sometimes that's the case, unfortunately, and
yeah.
What's the deal to have this type of interactions with people that are not too nice? I'm trying to remind myself about things that I cannot control. What is your thing? How do you help yourself?
I try to understand them, and not because I love them, but I try to understand them so I could deal with them. Not because I love them, but I try to understand them because some people behave like assholes because they're dysfunctional and they suffer themselves, and some people just weren't raised right, and some people are assholes, and a lot of people in general are vapid and spiritless, and they basically live for their vices or their hedonism too. So I couldn't really communicate with a lot of people emotionally, but just for practicality's sake, I try to find people that are more functional and more sociable to help me or understand me, so
So it's like
Makes me mad.
empathy.
Basically.
It is empathy and it's being human, but also keeping yourself.
Oh, I like that word. So you know that word. It's a big word, empathy. That's like what I was saying, that a lot of like communication is nonverbal. There also comes to be like some people I communicate with them, like I know they know what I'm saying. I know they understand me, but it's still like a brawl, like almost like a, you know, like what does this look like, you know? And I deal with those people more than I deal with humans that want to share something with me, you know? It feels like business so much, you know, and pleasure very little.
They might. People sometimes feel other people's empathy levels and they would want to share because maybe they dwell on your light. Maybe they follow you because you seem like a person who can listen, who can understand them, and that's why they want to talk to you. It happens sometimes.
I like that you said that because I knew a girl, she said, and she was a Buddhist too, I'm not. She told me like the opposite thing, that sometimes in life there's people that they gang up on you. They look for like emotional weakness in you, and then they drain that to their own needs, like to their financial needs or whatnot. There was a girl that said that to me. You know, this was a while ago. This was way before I was even in therapy for anything, and I was like, you know what, you're so damn right. It's like that song, Sweet Dreams, you know?
Who am I to disagree there?
Yeah, some of them want to use you, you know? So that's how it feels like in I don't even know. That's a good song, by the way. I love that song.
Some of them want to use you and some of them want to get used by you, because it's both ways. That's what they think about.
Yeah. So, oh, and on the empathy thing, like I was about to say something, like all these people, they make me mad too. And I do kind of get by, kind of, sort of, you know, like it's all speculative how well a person can live. But I could tell you for a fact that I don't feel pride in the way that I survive, the way that I have to deal with people. I don't feel like outright, like pride and righteousness. And a lot of hardworking people do, you know? But then I also understand that a lot of people feel pride, but they really don't know what they're doing. It's just a feeling, you know?
Well, what is pride if we try to unpack?
Like, I feel like I compromise myself way too much. Like, in the social scenarios, like, I feel like when I go to the police, like, should I, like, not be scared of them? I'd be more demanding. But I am scared of this entire fucking system, is what it is, you know? Sorry, I cursed again, but that's what it is, you know? And, I've come to think that it's not, like, really, like, I got stuck to where I'm at in life because, it's not, gonna really be practical for these FBI agents that are harassing me to give it up, you know? So I kind of got stuck on that. And then there's other FBI agents that are looking at the situation that are probably like, well, it's not going to be practical for us to just let this go. Because I know in New York City, there's a lot of FBI agents. And a lot of the time, they just end up hiring each other just to, you know, get rid of one situation or another. But
What do you think will be practical?
Practical, like if they sit here and they say, well, we've been harassing her for the past 5 years, and they go to their boss and they say, okay, well, let's talk about conceding with this shit. Might lose money. They might lose money. Maybe they're scared. I don't know who it's practical to, who it's not. But obviously some people it will be like not practical to, because it's, you know, like they were very aggressive towards me. So, you know, and again, I try not to, like, it's almost like, you know, I try not to spend all my time sitting there thinking about it, because I'm trying to stay positive and I'm trying to acknowledge the positive things in my life. And I'm thinking there's like no denying that I made people aware of what's happening. And also there's no denying that I'm not like a super felon, like a high class level criminal that they should have any right to even surveillance me. That's number one. So I'm sitting here holding on to that thought, And that's what's keeping my life balanced, because I can't sit here and like speculate on every little thing, like, oh, who's an FBI agent, what do they do, how are they going to deal with this. It's not up to me, because I've tried it every which way. I've tried even approaching people with things that I think are evidence, but unless they as the authorities go and log that, it's not up to me, and I'm done. I'm so ready
I hear increased level of your emotional awareness and understanding that some things are in and out of your control, and you're just choosing yourself instead of focusing on how to knock on this door that is made of concrete and they just don't hear you on the other side. You're focusing on yourself, thinking what is practical for you, what is for you to provide you growth, I don't know, even stable mood. I bet that it has much more effect on your life when you're feeling comfortable and calm and confident and just can worry about your day and your son and your life. I think it's benefiting. It's very benefiting you in a way of your mental health and even physical health probably too, because reduced stress, you probably feel some things are just going better when there is no stress.
That's the thing, like where they're going and how I feel. I don't feel like that's entirely like aligned. Like I could feel great and not be going anywhere, but
Well, here let's address where
I'm
you
waiting. That was just a thought that I'm hoping that I would find like some rational people, and they would say, where could this go? We can't keep persecuting this person. It's not going to be good for me. So that's the thought that I'm stuck on, is one way or another they're going to give this up, because it's like I shone a light on it, or somebody's shown a light on it, and that's how I feel better, and I feel a little bit lucky, because I did like talk to like a bunch of people about this, so, and then even if it doesn't go my way, and something else happens to me, at least, I talk to people that like I feel love from, and they might see the greater injustice, even if something does happen to me. That's,
Yes, and that's what, look how great we are collaborating here, because this is what we ended up on last week, to think about the support of people and how people support it and what to get and not get from them, expect and not to expect from them. So can you tell me more about that part? Do you feel supported by the people? Do you think they understand? Because you were sharing last week that you think that they choose not to know, or they choose not to pay attention to it.
I was seeing that there's things that they just, like, you can imagine feeling that bad, but you're not feeling it. So
okay, yes.
Yeah, like you can kind of sort of imagine like the things that have happened to me, like I told them, and you can imagine it, but it's not you. So how like I think about myself, how capable am I of putting stuff in the back of my mind, because especially when I'm not living perfect, and I know a lot of these people aren't living perfect.
None of us are perfect. What is perfect? I can seem perfect, but I might be actually a very bad person. It's like
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like that's what's like giving me anxiety somewhat, is because I don't control these people, and they, as people that are using their empathy, are in much better position, than I, who is actually feeling bad, So they could go a lot longer and hold on a lot longer than somebody who's actually like not, having basic needs
How
met.
do we define and separate ways of empathy?
I'm not even sure what that is. I feel like I'm not like really intelligent enough. It's just people like to think about it because everyone has feelings. But like just like if you were raised basically in like a similar culture to mine, you would understand that like certain words, certain things feel bad. Being patronized, being surveillanced, that feels bad. Having diarrhea, having your things stolen, broken, that would feel bad. That would be empathy to me. But, again, somebody could also be showing me like that, they understand or something, and I could even believe it from some people that they feel like helping me, but they're not like right here with me, and nothing's gonna actually happen to them if something happens to me or my family.
Luna, I'm glad to hear. Seriously, it's
Or they think that. I'm sorry, I wanted to interrupt you that. They think that because a lot of people think nothing's gonna happen to them, but
I think that with your experience, since it's empirical, it's based on verifiable observations, very concrete that happened in your life, you now have more of evidence of how things can go wrong easily. And I think for you to choose this like positivity growth on purpose, to choose to move on from the situation or choose your health and pay more attention. Remember how a couple months ago you were highly concerned about your hair loss and it was just going on week after week and it felt very confusing. But look,
still having hair loss, I just stopped having concern about it as much. Is that okay though? Because I feel like it's not okay, but it would also, it's just the payoff from me spending time thinking about this is not great. So I just let it go.
And it's the stress, some things, they are one provoking another. Excessive amount of stress will provoke some health issues as well. And it is proven by some actual research, some study groups that shows it. Did you know in Pennsylvania, University in Pennsylvania or Connecticut, somewhere close from us, just recently proved that using omega-3 fish oil basically not only helps people with the quality of their nails and hair and everything, it also helps to reduce anger by 22%. And the study group, the people that were participated in this research, reported not only anger in general, feeling of anxiety, and also your reaction. That sometimes people will feel, certain way, I don't know, someone's rude to you, someone took your parking spot, and the person used to be very vocal and angry about it and get into this. Now they acknowledge their reaction. That's more. And it's vitamin E, just simple fish oil.
It's vitamin B. I heard about it. That is true. It's like all this stuff can be useful. That is true, but it still won't override like reality. Like you could be a like super healthiest person on earth, but like a bomb would still blow you away, and or like a mob would still trample you. And that's how I feel like whatever health I was in. And this could happen to anybody. Why did this happen to me? Whatever health they were in, this mob will trample them, And I wish the FBI would understand that, instead of saying, oh, there's something wrong with this person to begin with, let's just trash them. Because mostly that's how they think, because they get money for trashing people. That's why I'll never really like them. I'll always think something happened during this time period in our government that this was wrong. This was like, too many in, FBI, and craziness happened, social craziness. That's my friend. That's his phone.
That's back for us to revisit the circle of control. I do understand that, I don't know, the bombs or the mobs, it can happen anytime. Plus, I'm working on 149th Street and 3rd Avenue. I can get shot almost every time I'm walking in or out.
No, I don't think about things like that. But, you know, because I'm not nuts.
Yeah,
I'm not paranoid nuts, but, you know, like you were talking about anger, so it made me like calm down a little bit, because again, I'm starting to think about this empathy thing. But again, back to like, okay, so I'm supposed to just believe that these people want to help me. Like, say there's somebody in the FBI feeling empathy for me, realizing that this is a bureaucracy. What's logged as evidence is evidence. You know, that this is all run by the people and basically on faith and the people's agreements, you know? So what if somebody like that feels empathy for me and they still sit there and not do anything because I'm still here? You know what I'm saying? So, and it does piss me off to like have to try to explain to people that do know better, that do understand, you know? It makes me like a little pissed off. But then I realize that there's a lot of shit going on, and a lot worse could have been. So that's what keeps me, you know, keeps me a nuisance to my enemies or whatever. Oh my God! You still have that tattoo? The
Yeah, it's permanent.
I thought I remembered where I saw it. I think I remembered where I saw it. I was on the internet, and a popular artist, I think, had that tattoo. Grimes, I think, had that tattoo. Yeah, I don't know. Was it original or it's like?
It's basically calligraphy. I think many artists might have calligraphy pieces. I've seen people having their full like side of their hand just written with stuff. I think it's about the placement and the font that you choose for calligraphy. But yeah, it's a common thing. Like, I was the first who invented it.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Maybe it just looks similar or something.
I do like it.
It doesn't wash off. Like,
no,
I keep thinking it washes off.
For about a while now, I was considered to get a touch-up, but it's not needed as of now, but we'll see. So far, so good. I wanted to admit the fact that I'm very happy to see your increased mood. I don't know if it's about the weather, maybe you feel yourself better in summer, maybe you're a summer person, but I noticed over the last like 4 sessions that we had, maybe that's because you did this whole thing with ITRA and it was a successful visit. Did you reapply to your cash assist food stamps, was it?
Yeah,
maybe it's that, just feeling accomplished, but I definitely can recognize a switch to, you know, like happy face, you have smile on your face, you more like
see,
relaxed.
I think like I'm trying to stifle, like I feel like cracked up sometimes a little bit though, and people mistake that from happy, because like I'm trying to stifle my laughter from how ridiculous sometimes I feel the situation is, you know, and that's why I'm smiling, because I'm just like, and should I be more in control of like my expressions or less in control? I think that's what happened is I've grown to the fact that what I can do has like very little influence on others. So I've been acting more naturally, you know, and maybe that's why I seem more happy. But I've gotten ridiculously like just lame actually, because I just stopped being angry, because I just think all these people are idiots that are pissing me off.
I like this. Whatever we do, I think and I hope that it has positive results in your life. You know, I only see you once a week and we are online. I hope it really does some good effect. I hope you just overall have more chill vibes now, and because it was very stressful first. Whatever we discussed first, it was really like a lot. And now it didn't change. A lot is still there, but your reaction to it is different now. That's what I'm happy to see. Yeah. And by this being said, as we started Dash late today, we're finishing Dash late, but we gotta wrap it up for right now. And next week, same time, if there will be no link, they're supposed to send it to you the night before. Initially.
Yeah, they were supposed
and
to.
And then the reminder.
Yeah, I got the reminder, but I didn't get like the link. Either that, or I might have swiped it, because I was thinking last night I picked up the phone pretty late and I swiped it.
Let's see what's going to happen next week, and if it's becoming a pattern, you let me know so I can send an email to IT department so they will check, because I don't have as many virtual clients today, so I wouldn't know if it's the issue. Sometimes, especially when the weather is acting crazy, something's up always with, the links and the connections. Yesterday there were a few issues. I'm just trying to see if it's something that's going on right now. So let me know, alright?
Alright, take care.
Alright, thank you, love. It's good to see you. Have a great week.
Okay.
Alright, bye.